the Space Coast Channel's La Vie Bavard Show. I am Malak, and our guest today is Dr. Cita Gibson. Welcome. I am thrilled that you are here.
Thank you, Malak. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you, and thank you, Space Coast Channel TV, for having me today.
You are famous in our community. I've known you for a long time. So
yes,
this
we
is a
have.
Great
We
honor,
have been crossing paths. It's my honor.
Honest to goodness. One of these days you're going to be
Women
my
of
speaker.
excellence. Yes.
And now businesswoman Bavard, actually, with the Pompeii Chamber, too, as well.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you. Well, this is fantastic. This is pretty. MGAA Professional Development Institute. Tell me about that.
MGA Professional Development Institute is about growing and empowering future leaders now for extraordinary success. And that's what we do. We help leaders and individuals get clarity in their life, in their relationships, and in their careers. Today, what I want to talk about is just give a few tips for taking action in 2017.
Amen.
Moving from marking time to taking action. Many of us set goals and objectives every year. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to lose 5 pounds. I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to lose 5 pounds. But what we don't do is we don't take action. We don't execute on those goals and objectives. So what I'm going to share with you today are 3 specific steps that can give you clarity, that can help you to take action to get to your next level of success. The first thing we have to do is take self-inventory or self-discovery. Self-discovery means that you have to know what skill sets you have, what the good, the bad, and the ugly skill sets, and you have to identify if you are ready to go into business. Are you ready to go to your next level? Are you really running a business, or is it just an expensive hobby? Well, at one point in my life, it was an expensive hobby. I was maintaining everything and not making any money. But we want to go into 2017 taking action. We want to increase productivity. We want to take action. And we want to do self-discovery and self-analysis of our business. Now, Dr. Cita, how are we going to do that?
I was going to ask you that.
I know. I'm glad you asked. So how are we going to do that? We are going to make a list of things that you feel are going to take you to your next level. So the first thing you're going to do is self-discovery so that you can get clarity and define whether you're going to be in business or you're just going to continue with this hobby. We're not going to talk about goals and objectives because we all have refined those and identified those, before. Now, the second thing you want to do is invest in yourself. An investment in yourself is an investment in your future. Investing in yourself means you are going to look at those shortcomings or those challenges and those obstacles that you know are blocking you from moving to your next level. And what you're going to do, you're going to take action on those. Invest in yourself. Get a coach. Get a mentor. Get a sponsor. So what's the difference between mentor, a coach, and a sponsor? Well, a mentor is going to help you along to get where you want to go. A coach just moves you along. The coach knows where you want to go, and the coach just helps you get there. They don't make your goals and objectives. You make the goals and objectives. A mentor holds the mentee accountable. Those 3 relationships that you're going to build in investing in yourself, you want those individuals to hold you accountable. So don't get your best friend. Don't get your boyfriend. Don't get your friend. Get someone that would hold you accountable to those goals, the skill sets, the actions that you need to take in 2017 so that you can move to productivity. Now, today I was watching Steve Harvey, and I'm so glad. I read a book. It was called Essentialism. And Essentialism talks about productivity. Mm-hmm. He talked about how he read this book, and he said that, and I quote, I'm not sure if I'm quoting it correctly, but I'm going to paraphrase it. But Steve Harvey said one of the things when he read the book, which really dawned on me too, is that book shifted him to another level. It freed him up because one of the questions that the author asks, which is Eric McComey, but the book is called Essentialism. If you Google it, it'll come right up. It's a New York Times bestseller. He said, one of the questions that was in that book that really woke me up too, it says, are other people really robbing your time?
Time management, yes.
Yeah,
that's a
robbing
big
your
concern,
time.
yeah.
You're doing everything for everybody else except for yourself. This year, take action. Take action. I'm talking to you. You. All of you out there.
Oh my God, I'm learning from
Yes,
this.
take action. You need to delete some of those people that are holding you back. Take action. Move from hobby level to productivity level. You want to be productive. Now, some of you are nonprofits, but it still requires action, because a nonprofit doesn't mean you don't spend money. It means that they're not in the business of making money. But to keep the nonprofit organization going, you have to have resources. And the resources don't always have to be money. Now, in investing in yourself also, I want you to invest in your staff. Invest in the help. You saw the movie The Help, okay? I'm not trying to be funny, but you have to invest in the help. And the help is your team. You're not an island by yourself. You can't do it by yourself. The superwoman syndrome is not here anymore, okay? Give it up. You know, we all been there, done that, mommypreneurs. We wear the t-shirts. We can do all that, but it's time now to take action and give yourself some more me time. Now,
Dr. Cita, I don't mean to interrupt you, I apologize, but it sounds to me like all those tips that you have given can really, be adapted to anyone's life, not just a business or a nonprofit, including me at my work. That's one of the things that I have challenged with is time management. And because, again, I'm a giver, so I want to be there for everyone that asks, so which is great. Now, what do you consider yourself, a coach, a mentor? Your business, what do you consider yourself?
Well, right now I'm transitioning out of the coaching and mentoring, because what I've done is I've shifted all my stuff so that clients and individuals, whether you're going into leadership or you just want to be a careerist, I've shifted and invested in myself and in my business, and we have an online leadership academy.
Oh, good.
It's www.inspireleadgrow.com. That's inspireleadgrow.com. That is our brand. We're here to inspire people to get to the next level. We're here to inspire leaders to be better. In 2017, you have to go from better to being the best.
Yes.
You have to go from great to being greater. You have to go from just procrastinating to productivity. So anyway, getting back to essentialism, if you have other people robbing you of your time, robbing you of your, distracting you, because I get distracted easily sometimes, you need to just delete those people out of your inventory. You see them on Sunday morning or see them for Christmas or at the family reunion. All those are distractions that may not be helping you to grow and move on to your next level. So
uncluttering your life a bit.
Declutter your life,
Yes.
Declutter your closets.
Yes.
Yeah, declutter your life, declutter your closet. And so we said self-discovery, investing in yourself. And what's one of the last things you need to do? You need to give back. Give.
Yes.
Giving is a part of living. I see you out there. I know she was going to ask for money. No, I'm not asking you for any money. Leave a legacy behind. Give back. We have a lot of nonprofits that are on this station. I want you to choose one. It doesn't have to be me. I have a for-profit and a nonprofit. My nonprofit is MGC4E. That's www.mgc4e.org. But there are a lot of other nonprofits that need your help. And we need to learn to give back. You don't have to give $1 million. Give at your level. However God has blessed you, give at your level.
Right. It doesn't have to be money, period.
And I hear you out there, oh, you talking to Oprah. You're not talking to me. I'm talking to you. Oprah got all that money because God bless her and he knows she would give back. You have $20 in your pocket and you can't give $1 back. That's why you're not blessed with more yet, because you're not responsible and you're not giving with what you have. Giving is a part of living. Giving is a part of living. Leave a legacy behind. One last thing I want to say, I want to add on there. is, I know a lot of you went shopping for the holidays. You spend your rent money. You spend all that money. You hear all that kind of foolishness. Well, no, I do it too. You look good, but you spend within your limits. And when you spend within your limits, you'll be able to give back. You'll be able to invest in yourself. You'll be able to have more clarity, and you won't be in DEBT, debt. Okay.
Wow, this is amazing. You're great at this. You really are. So thank you for that. So let me ask a couple of other questions.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
just did. I tell you, my quote is, I'm always saying, be kind, provide, and live to give, because it doesn't have to be money. It could be just a generosity in time and a smile, giving a hand to someone that needs it.
Absolutely.
So, but with all that being said, so you have just online, or are you able to actually go in and?
We go into organizations.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a group, a team. A team is important. Like I said, if you don't have a team,
Sure.
you need to build a team. I am part of a mastermind team. I invest in myself. I give back.
So how do we get a hold of you for that if someone was interested in having you come in?
If they're interested in having me come in, they go to Dr. Cita at CitaGibson.com. Dr. Cita at CitaGibson.com, and the speaker request form is there. Or they could go online. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I'm in LinkedIn. I am all over the place. I'm also on YouTube. So the best way to contact me, you can contact our office by phone, 321-537-5002. That's 321-537-5002.
Wow.
We are giving back to the community, and I am just asking you to take action in 2017. You want to get better? You got to move. You have to take action. You have to think differently. You know my brand, think like an executive leader. Think differently, take action, and then you'll be able to dominate. You can go global. You can't go global if you're not even local. How can you say you're global and you're not local yet? You have to go local, then from local you have to go to your state, from your state you have to go national, and national, then you become global and international.
I want her at my place of work. That's great. Speaking of giving, seriously, thank you for being here and giving us, obviously, all the helpful hints that you have. But, look at this place. Talk about giving. I'm serious. Coastal Interior here gives us this opportunity to be here, this beautiful place. Buds and Roses, and that beautiful.
Buds and Roses.
I know.
Budsy, buddy. I'm telling you, Buds and Roses, he was here, he came on time, he gave us these beautiful roses. A shout out to Buds and Roses. Thank you, Buds and Bows. We appreciate you. And thank you, Coastal Interiors, for hosting this session, for being our sponsor.
Welcome.
Thank you, Malak.
It's absolutely a pleasure. But before we go, I do have a question to ask you.
Yes,
you talked a lot about, you did not tell us what your nonprofit is about. We talked a lot about your for-profit, obviously, but what is your nonprofit about?
The nonprofit is in line with that as well. We help disenfranchised, I hate to say disenfranchised, but individuals with possibilities, and youth and our family members. And we also work specifically with a STEM program, science, technology, engineer, and mathematics. I've been an engineer for 24 years with a Corps of Engineers. So giving back, getting young women and men that that don't have the opportunities into the programs. We have a mentorship program. We have a program that's called FLASH, Foundational Links in Academic Science and Technology. And when they get in that program, usually it's 9th grade to 12th grade, but when we usually get them is about the 10th grade. We try to mentor them and pair them up with a mentor, and then once a year, they go on a college tour. We sponsor a college tour that they can go to different colleges and universities so they can make an informed decision, not just see it on the internet. Some of the youth that are around here that live in some of the areas, they have never even been to the beach. They've been in their communities all the time because they have grown with their grandmothers. So we provide services like maybe being able to take them up to Disney World, maybe the Science Center up in Orlando, even the Space Coast is a big opportunity for them. And another area that's really close to my heart is veterans. You know, I'm the past president of Women's Army Corps Veterans Association, Space Coast Chapter number 64. However, now I just serve with women veterans, and we try to ensure that those women that are veterans get their benefits and they're not homeless. And we have donated pillows to several nonprofits around here. We partner with other nonprofits. After school programs, we provide the meals for after school programming, feeding the hungry, in partnership with my church and other organizations. So we are all about giving back.
How can our community help you with that nonprofit?
They can help us by going to www.mgc4e.org and donate any amount from $1 to whatever. Every penny helps. But mainly, the main way they can help me is I am looking, and we are looking, our board of directors is looking for a facility. There are a lot of empty buildings around here, Mr. Millionaire. And you can write it off for taxes. We just want a facility where we can house the kids. We can put in the computers that are promised to us, once we get a facility, and make a difference in the community. And volunteers are always needed. We will pay for the volunteers' background check, because when we're dealing with young people or young adults, we want to make sure that people that are mentored and partners with individuals are properly screened. In addition, once we get that facility, we can help teachers when they are on breaks and be able to give them a stipend to help us.
When do you
That's
sleep?
what we do.
I want to know that. When do you
sleep all the time. I am a type A person. I sleep. My subconscious and my conscious are constantly going, but I sleep. I just thank all of you that have supported me in the past for your continued support. But really, the main element that we need now is a facility. And we thank you so much.
Anyone has any available facility, please. And there are plenty out there. I
There
see
are
a lot of
plenty.
closed
They're
doors.
empty.
Yes.
They're running down,
Yes,
and if they're
yeah.
occupied, they can stay well. I've had my eyes on one for 7 years now, and I'm gonna take action.
Reach out to them.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Space Coast Channel, and you out there in La La Land, and you out there in North America, wherever you at. Please go to the Facebook page for Space Coast Channel and like the page. We want to thank them. This is something that they're doing pro bono for us in the community. We thank them for their time. Volunteerism is a big thing in our community. However, we want to know that you appreciate what we're doing. So like the page, like our Facebook page, and then share with your friends.
I love sharing. And
Thank you.
Comments are great.
The comments are great too.
Yes.
Thank you. And the information is at Space Coast Channel. Thank you again, and God bless you.
Our pleasure. God bless you.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, Butts and Bows, and thank you, Coastal Interiors, for hosting us.
Absolutely. Thank you.